Statesville's a maximum security prison. How could he get away?
Well, let me ask the questions.
He could be anywhere. That's what you're saying.
I'm not saying anything, sir. What I'd like to know is, have you heard from your father in the past 24 hours?
No.
You have any idea what he was planning?
What? No. Are you saying I'm a suspect?
No and Colonel Mayer don't speak, Officer Lewis.
So you said you went to visit him recently.
That was just so he could meet... He wanted to make amends or something. Things didn't end so well for us, and he hasn't contacted me since. Now, can you please tell me how he escaped? I mean, did he hurt someone?
No, he disappeared during a routine cell block transfer.
How does a prisoner just disappear?
We think he had outside help.
Amira?
Who's Amira?
My wife.
She knew your father? Then I'll need to question her too. Where is she?
We actually don't know. She disappeared this morning.
I think she was kidnapped.
Kidnapped?
What? Luke, it makes perfect sense. My father might be responsible.
How long's your wife been missing?
Just since this morning.
That's hardly missing. She could be anywhere. Out shopping, taking a walk.
She would have let me know, officer. She's very traditional. She's Iraqi. She met my father when he was serving in Iraq.
So she and your father had a relationship prior to your marriage? That makes her a person of extreme interest. I'll put out an APB.
There's no way she's helping my father. If she's with my father, it's not by her own will.
You don't know that for sure.
Luke.
Well, what about the letter?
What letter? What's this about a letter?
Actually, it's just a letter that my father sent a few months ago. I found it with my wife's things. I was surprised that she had it, but she and my father were very close in Iraq. She thinks that he saved her life.
I'll need to see this letter.
There's nothing in it about any escape or anything like that. If my father had even hinted about something like that, I would have told the authorities. My father belongs in jail. He's dangerous.
Dangerous and most likely armed at this point.
I know, it's what I'm afraid of. I mean, if he kidnapped Amira...
Don't worry. There's a major manhunt underway. Put your wife on the bulletin just to be on the safe side, but I'll need a recent photo.
Oh.
We've got a unit watching the place in case Mayor shows up. In the meantime, if you hear from him, call this number.
What's wrong with you? Why didn't you show him the letter Amira left?
I don't want to get her in trouble. You know, she may have already been kidnapped by my
what
father.
if she wasn't? What if she went with him willingly and she's helping him get away?
She wouldn't have done that, Luke. No matter what you think. There's no way Amira could be helping my father.
How do you know that? They had some sort of secret. Maybe this is it.
If Amira breaks the law and gets caught, her visa would be revoked and she could get deported. She wouldn't jeopardize that. Plus, the State Department guy said there were no red flags. Everything she said about my father checked out. He took care of her and her mother, and that's the end of the story.
And yet, somehow, the story hasn't ended.
Damn it, Luke, we have no reason to be suspicious of her.
See, I disagree about that, Noah. I don't think it's a coincidence that Amira disappears and your father escapes from prison on the exact same day.
Neither do I. He took her somewhere, and I know it. I can't let Amira become another one of his victims. Considering that he killed my mother and nearly killed you, why don't you feel the same way?
What proof do you have that Amira's in trouble? She left you a note saying she was basically fine.
Well, maybe she didn't write it.
It was her handwriting.
But she talks about getting our marriage annulled. I mean, that's not something Amira would say. I've never even heard her use that word.
So what? You think your father made her write the letter?
Maybe.
Or maybe they wrote it together. She has secrets. She was hiding something. Even you admitted that.
If she's with my father, it's because she trusts him, which means she's in way over her head and we have to help her.
No. All we can do is let the cops handle this.
No way. I'm gonna try and find her, and I want you to help me. She left her cell phone.
Maybe that's because she doesn't want you to call her.
Or maybe she left it on purpose. All these calls are to me. Except this one to Statesville that you overheard. And this number I don't recognize. Where's 718?
I think it's New York.
Should I call it?
No. Wait. Let me do something first. Let me see that number again. It's from an address in Brooklyn.
Maybe that's where my father took Amira. Let's go.
Noah, are you kidding? We need to hand this over to the police.
We can't. If we show this to the cops, they'll know that Amira left me and they'll want to have her deported. I'm not going to put her life at risk, and I'm not going to let you do the same.
Noah, there are cops right outside our door. They probably tapped our phones. They have an eye on our credit cards.
Mine, not yours.
Either we hand this over or we're charged as accessories.
Fine. You go. Talk to the cops. I'll stay here in case Amira calls.
Thank you. You know, this isn't exactly how I thought today would turn out.
I'm sorry my father's come between us again, but I just...
No, it's okay. We are gonna get through this.
Hello?
Noah, it's me.
Mira, where are you?
I called to tell you not to worry about me.
Is my father with you? Hello? Mira? Yes. When's the next flight to New York City?